Okay, let's get back to it. It's day 77. So we just cleared the goblin camp here. And yeah, so we've got our forged duelist here who actually thinking about, where's that noble sword? I feel like he should have that. Does he not have it? He doesn't have it. Where is that noble sword? Did I just lose it? Oh no. Roger's got it on. Yeah, that's probably not. Probably not. Let's see, put it on Roger. Well, right, so someone else should get the mace, and maybe the reason I did this is I wasn't sure who that was going to be. Kind of like out of people to give maces to, which is weird. At least ones who have quick hands. I just kind of threw Roger in, huh? Just to soak up some experience in that last fight. I don't think I exactly tried to optimize all that effectively. Pair that up right where it is. Okay, so we had this level up we're ignoring for now because we don't know exactly what we're going to do with him yet in terms of his perks. However, we do have this one here, Geralt, who only knows how to roll +4s in melee skill, which you'd love to see. And I think, so the thing that I was struggling with was Geralt is great. We have a bunch of up-and-coming fatigue neutrals who are definitely good enough for that role. We've got, let's see, Liebwin's there already. We got Walter. Engelbert is going to be a fatigue neutral. So we have 3, I guess? 3. Walter, Liebwin. Gerhard's going to be a forged damage bro, not actually a fatigue neutral. So between Geralt and Roger, actually it is possible that one of them should be developing into a 4th fatigue neutral. 1, 2. Because having 4 feels about right to me, I think. 3 is okay too. They're better on Monolith than a lot of these other things I'm doing with bros. It's annoying. Damn. I wanted to compare Roger and Geralt. Roger has lower defensive potential. I'm pretty sure they have like similar amounts of fatigue. So the thing I'm struggling with is if I were to make Geralt a fatigue neutral, he would take hit points on this level up. If I wanted to make him into some kind of nimble damage brother to use a famed item we find later, then I would maybe take fatigue. And I don't really know yet which of those things I want to do with him. But also looking at him, you know, it's like which of these two will be better as a nimble damage dealer. He's going to have higher defensive potential than Roger. Roger being a wild man has a ton of fatigue to start out with. He's going to have excellent melee skill as well. He's going to get another 27, so 87, and he hasn't taken gifted, so he'll end up at 90. Geralt is going to end up at 68 right now, and he hasn't even taken gifted. God, he's so insane. I don't think he has enough to be like a forged berserker. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to take fatigue just to allow for the possibility of him switching to being a nimble damage bro if we find a weapon where we want to train up someone really good to use it. We have these two guys sitting in the back, but they're kind of like just backup nimble bros. They're not exceptional stat-wise, and they're not really like ready to transition into using a particular famed item. I suppose Tostig technically could still pick a weapon mastery or something if he needed to. Kettleman's just chilling because he's already into his veteran levels. So I'm taking opportunities to level up the new bros. Got our backup tank. Tostig. I suppose another argument for taking fatigue here is that if I did decide I wanted to make him into a fatigue neutral, we currently have 3 fatigue neutrals and only really just one of them has a strong set of forged gear. So there's 2 other people in line ahead of him to get good forged gear. And that, to me, that says it's fairly likely that he'll end up wearing something like this later on, or maybe like the 260, decayed coat of plates with a plus 40 attachment on it, just as a cheap way to get a 300 durability armor set. So if I were to take the fatigue, he can be the last fatigue neutral that wears armor that's like crappy, heavy, fallen hero gear, and he should be just fine doing that. If I were to level his fatigue, and it still gives us another couple of levels to look around for famed items. That lets us pivot back to nimble damage bro, who spends a lot of fatigue. The other thing I was thinking for him is that it would be really nice if he could be our sensor bro, but I guess that Roger can also do that. Sensor of the Diviner. Because Geralt's going to end up, he's at 68 effectively on this level up. He gets 6 more level ups, it's 3.5, so 21. So he ends up at 89, 92 with Gifted. So they actually have very similar offensive potential, although Geralt's is a little bit more uncertain. But he is more defensive. Roger currently has -1 melee defense. Because he started at -5, tragically. So by the time he gets to level 11, he's going to get another 27, 30, so he's going to end up at 29. Whereas Geralt, he's going to 15 here, Gifted would take him to 18, and then he gets another 18, so 36. So yeah, alright. I think Geralt is actually very likely to end up as a fatigue neutral. Because having 4 is often an appropriate amount. And again, they're very good in Monolith. If one of the other 3 were to die, then like having another backup one sitting around would be nice. I guess if I'm committing to making him a fatigue neutral, then he really ought to be taking the hit points here. Yeah, so can Roger be a nimble damage dealer? I don't remember what his base fatigue is. He's a wild man, so I assume it's extremely high. Alright, we're just gonna do hit points. We're gonna call him a fatigue neutral, I think. Having 4 is fine. I don't think I would want more than 4 on the team, but 4 is pretty nice. And I think we could take Colossus this level up. And that even lets us delay the decision a little bit more, because I'd probably take Gifted. But maybe here we'll take Colossus. Again, the thinking there is Gifted lets you assign to Fatigue if you want to, so it's another way to kind of pivot back in that direction. And I recognize how absurdly much I'm like agonizing over this decision. You wear this. You should be wearing those. And we head back to the city. So all this stuff we got. We still have some kind of not especially valuable items in our inventory, but it feels like it's time. And I also want to make a pass through the south and buy the potions that we see to get ready for encountering legendary fights on the map. So I think we should just go straight south. Maybe I can like... Yeah, let's see if we can walk through the fog here. Walk through the water to get to the other side of this. We cannot. This is like a big goblin encampment. So, let's see. They just had a patrol return, I bet. No, that's orcs. Interesting. I guess there's two groups of orcs that came through here and went up north. Some ambushers, many skirmishers, a goblin overseer, and a goblin shaman. I think this is a fight we could totally do. It does seem like a fight where maybe it would be smart to take Roger out. Yeah, I kind of want to get like... I don't know, I kind of want to get another couple levels on those guys before I put them in for fights like this. I also don't like that it's not the nighttime. I would prefer to do this fight at night. We're still pretty far away from civilization, so probably worth doing the fight. Do I chase down those orcs? Or just camp out to repair our stuff a bit more quickly? I think maybe I'll just camp out. Okay, it's nighttime. Alright, so Tanky Boy gets the Stalwart Barrier, keeps that on. Bannerman front center with anticipation and dodge. 24 range defense. Liebwin, brick shithouse. Actually has dodge too. Those three in the middle, and then in the back we've got our more vulnerable bros. In this fight, I think we position the newbies further on the outside, maybe? Hard and High Honor fine. I think I'm okay bringing Engelbert. The thing I'm not 100% sure about is whether Roger belongs in this fight or not. I think Geralt and Tostig here should be fine. They both got 9 lives. Geralt's also just got a ton of armor on. So they should be fine. Roger... I don't know. He's got like pretty heavy gear on, so maybe he's fine. Kind of feel like I'm supposed to make some changes. It's so annoying that you can't just drop a couple of items in this game. It always... it's a thing. So we can do that, and we could give him like a long axe or an accuracy boosting weapon, probably. Like... And... yeah, he should be safe enough. Like that. And I do want him getting this big chunk of experience. He's even still got the training experience on him. And then let's make sure the tank's got the Goblin trophy, which is great. We want that on him. Okay, and, you know, we're kind of trying to minimize how much the shaman's roots are going to mess us up. But the thing is, because it's nighttime when we're attacking, the shaman will spend the first turn casting night vision on his allies. And so that's going to actually help us quite a bit. It'll slow them down a lot. So let's get in there. I guess we're kind of not really getting much value out of these kite shields anymore. Huh. I do have another kite shield here that I could put on someone if I wanted to. I don't know if I need to. I guess I could put it on Tostig. Actually, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, okay. So it says 17 range defense. You could just toss this on Tostig. He can still throw just fine like that, but it makes him so much safer. Then they're just shooting into these bros with like 200 plus armor who can step back if they get hurt. I like that. Okay, let's do it. Everyone's shooting liberating. It's okay. He can take it. Forge, pretty good against lots of piddly little arrows. Does make me wonder if I should have moved these guys down a little bit. We'll wait and let them use their the second half of their turns. And we're definitely going to bum rush the shaman. Just beeline straight for him. But also spread out to the extent that we can. Okay, so Bannerman should be pretty safe. Shaman is hiding like a coward. Okay, their fortress is somewhat obnoxiously effective, actually. Probably just honestly move like everyone forward, but also scooch these guys down a little bit. It's a lot of guys. Hope that our nimble bros are going to be okay. Okay, so Liebwin's going here, the tank's going here. Maybe I put Liebwin here and the tank there, actually. So in that case, we leave these bros where they were, but Liebwin switches places with the tank. So we'll do this. Geralt, I think I'm going to move up. Tank goes here. They're going to net in this area. Landing a lot of shots for it being nighttime and... Oh, they probably have night vision, I guess. Well, this is pretty good so far. I'm a little surprised that he entangled those guys down there. Interesting. Anyway, we're definitely moving forward and attacking him, I think. Or maybe it's better to free up Liebwin. Tank is probably going to go here. And I actually might... I wonder if I knock this skirmisher back. I want Raban to go here. We want to break through the center as quickly as possible. On the other hand, they kind of need help up on top too. Alright, I'm just trying to figure out if I guess Leebwood definitely has better... They have similar melee skill. All I want to do is kill the shaman as quickly as possible. So I can move forward and just see what my chances of hitting the shaman are. I could still free up Leebwood if I wanted. I could move forward. I could free Leebwood and then move up here to provide surround bonus on this guy. I think I like that. Yeah, like that. Okay. And then Engelbert, Gerhard. Gerhard's got pretty good melee skills, so again, we'll free him. Free myself, I think. And then Edward. I could move him up here and have him start using the cleaver. Get some good surround on these goblins, maybe? I think we'll be able to punch through this little opening. And I'll wait to get better surround bonus on them, since they are slippery little bastards. So I have a lot of flexibility with Raban. Raban could move forward and he could long axe one of these ambushers. But I do kind of feel like these skirmishers are actually somewhat more threatening than the bows. So I think I'll go up here and attack this little asshole. Here. Drop a dog. Okay, and then Liebwin. Do I move him up or do I move him down? It doesn't matter that much. Move him up. Go for the shaman for sure. If I drop this dog, where's the dog gonna go? Probably somewhere good. Be famous last words. I actually don't know where that dog's going. Okay. Go up here, where I can attack a lot of different enemies. Do I drop a dog and then attack this guy? I kind of feel like that might be right. Don't have enough fatigue, right? Yeah. Alright, I'll get in this guy's face and he might use footwork next turn. Hell yeah. Getting the shaman that quickly is so helpful. Bannerman. I'm not sure if I want to move him out here into these hexes, so I think I'll probably just wait for now. I don't know about that. That seems a little bit, like a little bit much. I am pretty interested in moving Liebwin down here, though. Edward's lack of melee skill is a real problem sometimes, and lack of fatigue there. So Tostig does not have quick hands. Just thinking about running Tostig forward and letting Tostig just take some hits, but I don't know how smart that is. I guess he's got 25 melee defense, he'll be surrounded. I think I'll do a little compromise like this. Perfect. Move up with Geralt. And then Tank's gonna go all the way down here. Lock down a whole bunch of them. Okay, and the Bannerman, I'm probably just going to move him down now so that he's not a prioritized target. Not that there's really any of them left. I'm just going to move him here so we can attack the Overseer. Edward will wait for more surround bonus. Alright, Walter's full up on fatigue again. 64, 59. Missed the Overseer. Oh yeah. Goblins are scared. They should be. Run them down. So much juicy experience left here. Not letting any of these goblins get away. Would of course be nice if we could get kills on the newbies, but we'll see. Okay, didn't get anything super special. Are we okay letting go of that kite shield? I think we're fine with that now. The net, however, I'm so confused. I wouldn't have thought that it would swap out these items that I have, where I have the whole category favorited, but apparently it does, which is kind of weird. 150. I'm definitely confused by that. Okay, where's that? Get rid of that. Grab the net again. I think I've lost a couple of nets like that, by the way. So I guess I have to favorite them too? Or favorite them instead? Let's not let any of that stuff get got. Okay, and we're pretty close to the city now. Sort of run out of tools, finally. Oh, Gerhard hit level 11. Once again, failed to roll highly in melee defense, but we'll take the fatigue, and I think we'll take the hit points. He still ends up quite strong. And we unfortunately can't distribute these perks because, again, it really kind of depends on what weapon he ends up with. if I had to give him a weapon right now, I would give him the Noble Sword. And I would take Sword Mastery and something, but I think we will hold off on doing all that until we get a little more information about what weapon he's going to be using. Engelbert is our other fatigue neutral. I'm actually thinking about taking the fatigue here. Again, similar logic to what I was talking about before. We're a little bit light on forged armors, and we might end up having to use fallen hero gear for a bit. 17 fatigue is a little bit lower than I'd like to be, even on a fatigue neutral. And we have the talent stars and resolve, which guarantees we can level that up later. So I'm going to get a little bit more wiggle room there. Maybe that was a mistake. And again, we're leveling him up to be a fatigue neutral, so I think this level maybe we take quick hands, then underdog. Yeah, we'll do that. Quick hands, and then Roger leveling up into our nimble damage brother, I suppose. Maybe sensor bro. And on him, we've got 9 lives now. We could take Colossus, or we could take Student. Things to just make him more. I think I'll take Gifted. So yeah, now do I take Fatigue or do I take hit points? We want more both. I guess this brother I am explicitly leveling up into a fatigue-oriented build of some kind, so maybe I'll take the +4 fatigue. I have a chance. Trading between towns, you have to buy and sell 25 trading goods. I'm not gonna master the hammer on 2 men. 5 arena fights is kind of a lot. I'm not sure what other ambitions there are remaining for us to do. Do I want to do 5 fights? I just don't know if I'll have time to do that by the end of the campaign. I'm shooting for Monolith by day 150, similar to Slurgy's Winstreak series. So even though I didn't like officially announce that or anything yet, I kind of wanted to like try this campaign and see how it was going. If I say no ambition, I just don't know what the next one we're gonna get will be that would be like substantially easier than this, you know? Okay, let's see if we can make the 5 fights happen. I wouldn't mind getting the resolve buff on some of our awesome bros. I think I will divert off to the left a little bit on the way down to the city just to explore since we're over here. Sea of Tents. Decent chance of a famed item again. Kind of feel like I want to go sell stuff before doing the Sea of Tents. What is it? Lots of Orc Young, no problem. Some Berserkers, no problem. Many Warriors, so it's upgraded from some to many. And an Orc Warlord. It is day 78, so they're kind of starting to scale up. I still think that's a very, very doable fight. But again, I just want to clear out the inventory first. How's our food situation? Do we have time to dig around over here? Yeah, we're fine. this a peninsula? Alright. Ramshackle Cottage. We could maybe do that one on the way. Oh, it's Brigands. A couple of Brigands. Ain't no thing. That's not a big deal. We can totally do that. Just put this thing on for Raban. That's great. Having a flanged mace where there's like kind of an awkward choice of where to put it is a weird feeling. I feel like that's not a problem that I struggle with in most campaigns, but here we are with 3 of them. Also, the spear bows should probably be wearing. Maybe I'll wear Orc Trophy on this one and Undead Trophy on this one. Oswin can mostly wear this, and we pull out the Goblin Trophy for fights where it matters. Okay, and with it being Brigands, I think we arranged them like this. Should be just fine. Happy to get some more fights on the newbies. Ouch. They pretty much all moved before us, huh? We'll just wait across the squad and make the raiders use up their turns. Okay, and I think I'm just gonna spear wall here to keep them off of this high ground hex. One can go in and make contact. Just gonna run Edward forward. Walter in. Newbie can go back here. Tank's gonna go like right here, I think. Or there. Leap one goes here. Okay, other newbie. Tank here. The disrespect. Oh, I should have switched his shield back. I guess there were some archers in the fight. It was fine. Put them down. Let's let one of our newbies get the kill, if we can. If we can. Tostig? Let's do it. Let's get Tostig nimble as soon as we can. Alright, and... It's fine to me. Feels weird letting go of a dagger, but I think we've reached that point. Alright, straight to Al Hazif. We're not going to get there in time. Oh wait, no, we're at Chuckle Cottage. Duh. We just talked about this, okay. Many thugs and a single poacher. Back in the world of using the living tree shield. Which is somewhere. Oh my god. We have to do more inventory fuckery just to pull out the living tree shield. This is so annoying. Oh my god. How do I do it? There's no space left on anyone. Can I? Okay, he can equip a net. No, wait, I can't equip a net. Someone had? Brigand can equip a net, and then we can drop the tree shield. Jesus Christ. No. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Okay. Alright. Let's do it. Yeah, day 79 and a whole bunch of Brigand thugs just charging at you. That must be what Battle Brothers Heaven feels like, you know? No stress. Nothing bad's gonna happen to you. Again. Blood for the Blood God. Timing worked out pretty awkwardly. Maybe I should have thought about that when I was exploring this little promontory, but I guess I'm glad that I cleared it out. Still kind of need to go down here and check this, which is annoying. Because I could do that. To rule out... let's check and see if there's a contract for us to do overnight. Ifrits. Fighting Ifrits not really what I feel like doing. Nomads at Sand Wash Ruins south of El Hazif. Interesting. Does that mean like right here? Where is south of Al Hazif? Kind of makes me curious enough to want to go check it out. And we have a fair amount of time. I don't really want to just camp overnight. It feels wasteful. Okay, so there's a little peninsula. Alright, we'll go down and we'll bust this. It does explore a patch of fog that we kind of needed to anyway. Because again, library. Alright, food supplies are actually getting a little bit short now. We're totally fine, but let's keep it in mind. And we're past the point of needing to get any Nomad leader gear. So we'll just kill him. If there is a Nomad leader here. There is, by the way. Hamim the Plunderer. He's got another fighting spear. They just love having fighting spears. We'll wait across the board because they're faster than us. Okay. And then we will... I think just move forward. Not going to be masterminds here. Pull out the shield. I will, in fact, pull out the shield, for sure. We'll wait and step in on him. Somebody can get him. Nice. Okay. Discarding a golden Sipar shield? No, we can't do that. We can't do that, it's too cool. I want the golden ones on everyone. Ah, fuck it. It's fine. We will not try to take advantage of our wild man brother. And, like, make him not get paid his wages. Okay. Temple, no injuries to heal. Sell price here, I presume, is good, like it always is. So I think we just sell stuff. It is good, by the way, confirmed. Very good representative item. It's not incredible, but it's good enough. We are going to visit the other southern cities. We are going to visit the other southern cities. I wonder if it's worthwhile to keep some of this stuff. Because, like, one of them is pretty likely to have ambush trade routes, right? We haven't been here in quite a bit. I also didn't recognize until just recently that this existed, Southern Mail Shirt, which is basically the Nomad plated mail, but slightly better. I don't think I'm going to spend money on it, but I didn't really like recognize that until just recently. Okay, we got our other Living Tree Shield, which is dope. We'll put that right over here on Kinbert. We could even put 2 in his inventory, in Goswin's inventory if we needed to. Alchemist. Lionheart potion and cat potion for sure. Iron Wool potion less exciting, so I won't buy that. Always tempting. Ah, historian. Okay. I think I'll just roll on the thief because the Gamba continues. Okay, historian is just here to read. That's his whole job. We will put him in for 1 fight at some point and level him up to 12. Or sorry, level him up to 2 so that he can read the Black Book. And then he'll be able to read the Black Book. Is how that sentence ends. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. How much did that cost? Okay. Yeah, forgot that there was a shortcut to repair everything in the armor. Whoops. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we're gonna need some more tools. We'll buy all the tools. And... okay, here's the other guy. Eh, he's fine. He's pretty good. He's not actually that great. We're not keeping him. Okay. So this shit, this, That too. And so we'll mark all this stuff for repair. And I think we'll hold out for a better sale price at one of the other southern cities. Not doing this. Don't want to fight the Ifrits. Okay. Alright, so we move on. And I suppose we could go fight these necrosavants. Since we're in the vicinity, necrosavants do have pretty good chances of having famed items at their lairs. Also, maybe should check out this little tiny strip of desert in case the library is there. And actually, if we're trying to find the library, am I supposed to check down here? This kind of sucks, but I will. Okay, that's not a thing. I feel like I'm supposed to check in here, too. I suppose in all likelihood it's somewhere over here. Oh wait, no. We literally know where it is already. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I was looking kind of silly. Talking about all that. Okay, so we'll go up through here. What are we going to do with that information? We know where it is. Okay. So we want to level up the team. We have all these new bros who are coming up, but they're not really quite there yet. We know where a bunch of hard fights are on the map, and we have good bros to bring in for certain fights. Got backup bros for all of our important positions. Kind of feels like what I'm actually supposed to be doing is camp busting more than anything else. Again, to keep finding those named items. So, if we were to do that, some more. How much space do we have in our inventory right now? 60 spots. Thinking about whether we go up and do like the Sea of Tents and then the necrosavants, other necrosavants. Come back through Hemmelsburg, maybe sell there, maybe sell at the Arena City. We have the Sea of Tents over here. Doubtlessly there's more camps over in this area. Part of the reason, like I said, that I want to find these famed items now is that I really want to know, if possible, I want to know what weapon I'll have for Gerhard. So I think we'll do that. We can't bring the freshest bro into that fight. In fact, honestly didn't even see what that was. I think it was Ifrits. We can't bring the newest bros into that fight. That's tough enough that we need to take it pretty seriously, I think. Also a little curious what this is. Does that continue on over this direction? How about I just peek up on the mountains here to see? Lindworms. Okay, so this does connect up here. Interesting. Maybe I go through and explore this. We don't have a ton of supplies, but we can definitely get a route back that passes through one of these big camps. Again, it kind of feels a little bit wasteful not to explore this part of the map while we're over in the vicinity. This is those same lingworms. Here's a pretty easy goblin camp. A few ambushers, many skirmishers, a goblin overseer. So again, we swap out. I should have sold these treasures, by the way. That was kind of silly. Just go straight in. Don't know why I'm moving forward now. I should let them all go first. Just made him a target. Okay. Wait. That was maybe a bit aggro. His melee defense isn't very good yet. Dude, screw you, buddy. Hitting my dog. Okay. I feel like this whole expedition I'm doing is kind of suboptimal and should have sold more stuff at the city before I went out here. I don't know. I didn't think this through very carefully. Maybe I should have stuck to my original plan. It's honestly, part of it is just my OCD, like wanting to clear out the map here and thinking that we're probably not going to come back this way. The other part, obviously, is that it's a little bit further away from civilization, so camps we find here are a bit more likely to have famed items, and then also hoping to find some slightly smaller camps before fighting the Sea of Tents, so maybe I could include more of the new bros. Some auxiliaries, many legionaries, an ancient honor guard, and an ancient priest is totally not a big deal. What if I just give him something like this as his secondary weapon, or his primary weapon, actually? Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. On the spear bros, Edward's got his cleaver. Got good bonkin', chunkin', smackin', whackin' weapons all over the place. Elon could just have like a three-headed flail, I guess. Should be fine. Engelbert's got his sword he can switch over to. Let's see. Should be fine with him having that on for this battle. Bannerman gets this. He doesn't need to be in the front. No reason to put the Bannerman in the front for this fight. We can put a long axe on Roger here, who by the way has a level up. Great level up, Roger. Love to see it. At what point do I stop taking fatigue on Roger? I could kind of trade back and forth between them. Having a lot of fatigue to make him like a berserk, crazy damage sensor bro is definitely appealing to me. Ideally, I'd like to take like 2 or 3 more rolls in both of these. Maybe I'll take the hit points for now. Yeah, and then I'll take gift. Oh, I already took gifted. Pathfinder maybe, or Colossus. Kind of feel like Pathfinder, again, with the reasoning that we want to bring him around to all kinds of fights. We're going to be keeping him in the back. We want to make sure he can escape if we end up in a very dicey situation for some reason. So we can just wear that for now. Yeah, I mean we're in totally fine shape to fight these guys. Wish I had one more non-stabby reach weapon. I do. Look at that. How many goblin pikes do you really need, you know? Maybe I've got too many. It's possible. We're gonna do the scoot and shoot. The old scoot and shoot. And then, you know, the scooting is going to be a little more annoying than usual, but I think it'll be fine. Go back 2. Just have to do a little bit of rearranging around the corners. Throw here. And do I put lead one? Yeah, I think I'll leave lead one kind of right in the middle of the action there. Roger goes back here, and he has a way out. If any of them get low on health from the priest, which isn't going to happen, but he's got options. And I could move the tank to a somewhat more exposed position. Could even like consider putting him like here. But I think I'll keep him in formation for now. Don't think we need to do anything crazy. Alright, there's melee contact, so they'll be more aggressive. Wait, and I'll maybe drop a dog later. We'll see. I think I'll go forward here on the tank. Don't mind putting him in a more exposed position, of course. Wait again. And the Bannerman is going first. He's got our highest initiative, yeah. So, do I want to move him forward? Like, if I move him to here, I think I can clear these ones out pretty quickly. Should not be a problem. And Edward, I think I could move him down here. It's like a little bit dicey. Gets him out of the miasma, though. Oh, he had another attack. God damn it. I keep on forgetting about Berserk. It's really bad. Don't know if I want to... Oh, I can just move here. This is out of the miasma. Alright, we'll just move the fatigue neutrals forward. And here, we'll go forward. Pull out the sword. That dog is in a dangerous spot. Try to bail it out if we can. And I think I'll leave Roger in the miasma to go forward and make an attack. It's worth it. Lead one on the honor guard is perfect, actually. Move our tank. Actually, just gonna move him onto the priest. Save that dog. That's pretty effective fortify. Look at that. Berserk. Doing work. Hey. A pike-like weapon with a blade for striking over some distance and a hook. It's a famed hooked blade? Is that what this is? What? So it low-rolled armor ignore and skill fatigue usage. What is this? What is this thing we got? Okay, let's put normal weapons back on the spear rows. And yeah, okay. So what is this thing? Strike. Hook. Yeah, it's like it's a famed hooked blade, I guess. It does the same damage as a pike. 39, 140. I mean, it's really good, actually. 55 to 85 versus 70 to 95. 39, 140. I feel like it's better than this, right? The long axe. It does 55 to 85, 0 to 33. 70 to 95, 0 to 28, ignore armor. 77 to 104. 77 to 119. They're kind of similar. It's kind of similar to a long axe, actually. Like, it's not that much better. If I'm being perfectly honest. I guess it has the hook ability, which is kind of interesting, like once in a blue moon. It's not really, like, meaningfully better than the long axe. I mean, it does more armor damage. I guess we're probably supposed to use it on someone. Maybe like Gerhard. Okay. Move on. And no one gained a level from that. Okay. Tell me there isn't like a whole peninsula down here. Okay, there isn't. I know it shouldn't matter. But again, OCD. It's a real thing. We'll hop onto this mountaintop here. And I guess head down this way? Don't really want to fight 5 Lindworms. It seems a little bit tough. So we'll dodge them. Seven Goblin Hunters, however. Coming from a little Goblin shack. Maybe I'll just fight the shack. Some ambushers, many skirmishers, and an overseer. We actually are already set up for fighting ranged opponents, right? Yeah. Except we need to swap out. this. Cowards running away and abandoning their friends. We'll wait so they go to their second turn and pass. Okay, and then move forward. And again, we're just going to kind of march forward like idiots, basically. Because the formation is kind of already optimized to direct their fire where I want it to be. We'll put Engelbert right there. Brigand can free himself. If I put a dog down here, helps me hit, but then I worry that it'll die. How about we just fucking kill him instead? Seems good. And I don't really want to take that attack away from Gerhard. Where are we gonna put all these guys? Wait on Roger. Wait on Engelbert. Nice. I keep forgetting to equip the Goblin trophy for this fight. Nice. Alright, now I think dogs would be appropriate. Run down. Love getting kills in the tank when we can. Okay. Oh. Look at this beauty. Min-rolled fatigue penalty and mid-rolled-ish the armor. Oh, we like that a lot. We like that quite a bit. That's a good one. Okay, swag level on Liebwin. His resolves pretty okay, and his hit points are pretty okay. If we can get 2 more hit points, we'll get 3 total because of how it works with Colossus. So I guess we'll do that. Geralt finally rolled +3 in melee skill. It's gonna be a godlike fatigue neutral, and I think I'll take gifted. And we'll take resolve now. This level up. And Tostig reaches level 7 and gets nimble, which is a really big one actually. And he's gonna switch his getup a little bit. Actually, maybe I should just do this. Okay, and not the most exciting level up. So do we take resolve or do we take fatigue? I think probably fatigue is the right call, maybe. I think 45 resolve should be enough for him in the back line, and fatigue's a valuable stat for a berserker kind of thrower. And he's already at perfect nimble percentage with his current gear, so no need to tweak anything there. Oh man, that armor we got is so freaking good. It's huge. We're not going to be repairing anything. I have to use the smart loot button now, but I need to watch out and make sure it doesn't repair a bunch of stuff. Use up all our tools. Okay, so we got this sweet forged armor. Who needs that forged armor? It's really heavy, or it's very light, so it frees up a lot of perk space. Actually, Engelbert. Why does Engelbert have this sword? Am I crazy? I am kind of crazy, maybe. So, Engelbert should actually surrender that. Engelbert gets the mace to switch to. Gerhard get the noble sword. For now. Again, we don't know that that's what he's going to stick with forever. Might reserve that space with the shield again in our inventory. Okay. So who's gonna get that sick armor? 102, 96, 33, 102, 27, 112, 27. Gerhard's the one who can like make the most use of the fatigue. Because if we put him in that, now he's at 60. And we could give him... We still don't really know what we want to give him. I mean, we could just use this noble sword, and we could give him, like, Berserk Sword Mastery. And something else, Killing Frenzy, or Fearsome. And that'd be pretty great. And then, I don't know if we're going to do the Kraken and the Watermill. That seems very unlikely. I was going to say you could be the laser sword guy, but I'm not sure about that. Yeah, who's gonna get that sick armor? Might just give it to Engelbert right now, given where he is in the formation too. That 290 armor that he was wearing is... Yeah, Walter cannot use it. I guess Walter has a bit of a fatigue problem. Maybe we put it on Walter so that he maintains a usable amount of fatigue. And then we're kind of like well and truly past using this adorned warrior's armor for anyone. We can like finally sell it. I kind of want to keep one more flail around for us. Don't actually need to keep that support shield anymore. Okay. And I don't think we need another ancient. It's debatable whether we need that man-splitter. I really wish I'd cleared out more of my inventory space. Anyway, obviously awesome pickup. I'm very, very happy about that. The Gilder's Embrace. Very nice. Could chase these goblins, but I think we'll just keep going north and look for more camps. A little orc camp. We'll bust that and then we'll kill the orcs. Should have equipped the living tree shield on my tank. Should be okay though. Because spear wall. Move Roger down here, but we'll keep the kid gloves on, keeping in mind that he is a new baby. Wait here in case they break through the spear wall. Same deal. Wait across the board. And now they'll make their moves. Move tossing up here. I don't think so. That seems a little risky. I can move there for now. If I move Geralt here, then he's subject to attack from this berserker. Can't attack over that barrier. That's fine. Edward can pull out the cleaver and wait. We should be totally fine. Now do I switch attack? Okay. Not enough fatigue to attack. That was silly. Should have attacked that one. Just kind of did it quickly without seeing that it dropped to fleeing. Got the blacksmith, so we cannot lose the Fade Shield. It's not a thing that can happen. Just put it right back on, actually. So yeah, we'll pop it over on this guy for now, I guess. No, we can't do that. Oh my god. Are we in the same situation again? Okay. Safe. Swap out some armors again. Edward reached level 11. Finished kind of the way he's been going up until now, which is kind of underperforming a little bit relative to my hopes. And I think we'll buff his hit points at this point. Feels like he has enough fatigue, even as a cleaver bro with the berserk. And only 82 melee skill. Fast adaptation, killing frenzy. Doesn't need recover, I don't think. He just has so much fatigue already. I don't think he needs a secondary weapon mastery. So is it reach advantage to make him a bit tankier? Or is it killing frenzy to make him better at his job, which is killing things? I kind of feel like his defense might be good enough. And also, I mean, his purpose is to be a finisher. I don't know that I'm specifically using him in that capacity the way I played the game. I feel like when people do that, they often try to like make a hole formation, for example, where they have fatigue neutrals in the front and tank, and then enemies jump into the holes in between them, and then you have like the nimble bro in the back with the cleaver to finish them off. I haven't really done that. I've kind of just been throwing him around into fights, so that makes the reach advantage a little bit more attractive. The main problem I have with it is just that because he doesn't have great melee skill, it's just not as reliable for him. So I kind of want to just take Killing Frenzy, I think. If he had like 95 melee skill, then I would probably take Reach advantage. But as it is, I just don't think he's quite there where he needs to be. Then we'll fight these guys for the experience. Someone else has a busted up. Yeah, that set of gear, yeah. Great. We'll put the like a fatigue neutral in the tank up there on that high ground. Lead one, for example. Put some bros down here behind him. Put Geralt in these pretty well protected spots back here. And then I think we'll move Gerhard forward. Could brace these brothers in case one of the warriors does get through. I think I'll put him here, and then he's neutral, where I can move him up or down depending on what happens. And Edward. You can just put him here for now. Nice. Got the orc in the head. Hell yeah. Move Walter over here. I suppose technically the thrower should also have the Living Tree Shield. It's a whoopsie. And I suppose I'll just pass turn, or maybe I'll wait. No harm in waiting, actually. Wait across the board, see what happens, see if anyone breaks through the spear walls. Like right there, for example. So we're going to go down and brace this guy. So now that he's got 3 bros behind him, he can't be pushed. I kind of want to move Edward down to disarm this orc warrior. have to move him down and do it next turn. Nice. Got Killing Frenzy active. Maybe I'll just whip this one here. Got him in the head. Alright, Hyon. We're just gonna pull out the shield on him. And then maybe, do I step in? No, I just keep on attacking from here. For some morale breaks there. We'll wait on Libwin. Someone's probably going to end up in contact with him. Edward can also wait. Just keep spear walling. And bonk the berserker. Could move Libwin down. The problem with moving Libwin down is that then they take this hex, and I don't want that to happen. Could move down, attack, and come back. Edward. Gonna move him down there. Spend the quick hands on that thrower. Wait on Libwin. This Orc's getting close to dropping to fleeing. Big bonks. It's happening. Raban's spear wall got penetrated, so we'll go in. And am I just gonna pull out shield on him? Maybe I'll just attack. Okay. I had a feeling, since I was hitting his flesh, that Fearsome would probably be enough to drop him to fleeing. Going back north to help out there. And do I draw? I think I'm gonna go over here and cleave this guy. More bonks. And I think we go in and do some stabbing. And do I move Raban up? I'll just do that. Put himself in a surround. This is all totally fine, by the way. Okay, that wasn't what I would describe as fine, but we didn't get punished for it. Didn't see that orc warrior. That one's fleeing. That one's gonna be in some serious shit soon. Drop him to fleeing, Pearson, doing its thing. There we go. Got away. Surprising that he got away. There you go. He's in the bushes. He's in the bush. That's funny. Run them down. Maybe throwing him in melee wasn't the best choice, but I think it'll be okay. Okay. I don't think I need this many strange mushrooms. I think having the 3 that I favorited is more than enough. So I'm fine with that. The way it worked out. And gets another swag level. Take some more resolve on him. So how much food? We have 4 days of food. We're already out of inventory space because I'm a dummy and I didn't sell some stuff while we had the chance to do it easily. So, more Undead Crisis warnings. It feels like there's a big mountain range here. I guess I can hop on this and check it out. Get more of the lay of the land. Just tons of goblins coming up from up top, so there's clearly more goblin camps up there. See if we can fight these random groups. Oh, okay. Plethora of Wolfriders. It's a good fight. Once again, just like struggling with this inventory management game. It's pretty annoying. I won't lie. Got the Living Tree Shield here. Alright, we'll do it like this. Bunch of nice little fights for experience. Well, I mean, 16 Wolfriders isn't exactly a little fight, but it's not exactly a big fight. it should not have the capability to seriously inconvenience our squad at this point, is what I'm really saying. So we're just gonna curl up into a ball with the newbies protected. Gonna do some spear walling. Tuck the new guys inside. Gave them all Pathfinder pretty much for this exact reason. Try and get Engelbert to a safe spot. Geralt goes there, completely protected. Actually, kind of wish I put Walter there, I guess, but it's fine. 2 misses. Sucks. I didn't think you would do that. You bastard. Finally made it so unattractive to attack us that they attack the dog instead. Ooh. So much killing, so much death. What can mankind do against such reckless hate? If I go down here, he gets attacked from 2 sides. I kind of don't like that. Fortunately, I think they're getting away. Alright, it's over. And then some ambushers and some many skirmishers. Got a couple armors that got a little bit dinged up. We should be repairing. So 2. You can just put some kind of crappier armors on these brothers for now. 186 out of 280. Swap some here. Pair that thing up. Oh, Sallies are a little bit busted. So awkward. Alright, and Roger got a level up. Rolled a +3 melee defense, but that's okay, Roger. You're doing great. You're kicking ass. Taking names. Take some more fatigue, since we know what we're going to do with him. And I think this level up, I will take Colossus again to keep him safe. And then we'll take Student on the next one. And Engelbert. Still low rolling your defense a little bit there, buddy. I'm not a huge fan of that. 100 hit points, probably fine. Maybe I just take some resolve now. All these low rolls. I can see I rolled this melee skill. I shouldn't complain. Okay, maybe I take resolve. I think I'll take resolve. Or do I want one more hit point roll? We'll just take a bunch of resolve on him, and then we don't have to take Fort Mind. So he gets underdog now. What are we doing on tools? Oh, shockingly, we need more. Can we get ambushed? No, okay. I'm just gonna be really annoyed if yeah, if it randomized our positions in an ambush formation. This is gonna be kind of annoying, actually. Let's throw him over there. He's not going to be able to do very much, unfortunately. Same thing with Roger. Really what? I should have moved him like this. Goblin should have been going through there. Mistakes were made. Should I put Carol downhill of this guy? I don't think so. Yeah. Ugh. Should have thought that through more. It's gonna be such a slog, and it's gonna be a real drain on our tools. So we're just gonna take a lot of damage. Chip damage. Not like super dangerous damage, probably, but you know. Enough for it to be annoying. Dude, fuck you, buddy. Yeah, maybe taking this fight was actually wrong, given that my goal out here is to be busting some camps. Maybe from that perspective, this was kind of a silly thing to do. Or just nothing Mortustic can do without Pathfinder. This Edward's in kind of a dangerous spot, actually. Okay. Yeah, sorry, Edward. Put you in a bit of a dangerous position there, didn't I? My bad. That's on me. Run them down. Yeah, we did take a bunch of chip damage in that fight. Ooh, got our last level up on Walter. Great level up. Love that for him. And Walter is a little low on his fatigue, even for a fatigue neutral. But I suppose we've kind of already addressed that with the famed armor that we put on him. If we were to put on one of these Fallen Hero helmets, that's 7 more fatigue that he'd be down, which would put him at 20, which is honestly pretty much fine. And then he only gets lighter from there, so I think we can take the hit points. Putting him at a nice even 100. And dodge fatigue neutral. Final level up. We've already given him mace mastery. Fearsome's a little bit weak when you're only attacking once per turn. Killing Frenzy. He starts out the fight with like 45 melee defense from dodge. He's got pretty good... I'm thinking about reach advantage. It's just a way to bolster his defense to really high levels. It's more beneficial the higher the bro's defense already is, and stacking it on top of dodge is pretty good. This Brony, Shoelace. He doesn't need Backstabber. He ended up with good enough melee skill that he's fine without it. His Resolve is fine, so it's like Steel Brow, which I don't think is necessary for him. I think 9 lives should be enough. Don't even know how many like chosen we're going to end up fighting between now and the end of the campaign. I don't have a particularly strong motive to go back to the north for the time being. And when we're taking chip damage, 9 lives and Steel Brow, like 9 lives is just a better thing to have, I think. I don't want to take reach advantage on him. Feels kind of strong to stack that on top of his already really substantial defense. I don't know that Killing Frenzy will really take him over any particular thresholds given the weapon he has right now. If we had some crazy famed mace, then maybe Killing Frenzy would make him one-shot more things, but it's interesting. Basically comes down to Killing Frenzy versus reach advantage. I think I'll do reach advantage. I actually have never taken this perk before, but I know it has a place sometimes. Okay, so this stupid little shack. Also, I'm feeling like the scavenger would have given us better value than the surgeon, but obviously, you know, as soon as you get the surgeon, then you never have anyone get down again. So this is real far away from civilization. It's only midday right now. There's swamp here, which is kind of gross. Maybe I'll explore this and then come back down through here. Seems kind of inefficient. And then down like this way. More goblin camps. Everyone's gear is just pretty busted up now. We're low on tools. I feel like we could probably do one of those two camps. I don't know if we can do both. We can swap out some of these busted cellets. Actually, no one else really needs the swap. No, you need the swap. Yeah, whatever. His stuff is fine. This guy needs something new. Leon does. Guess you can just get that. And Edward also needs something new, and Edward's a little bit dinged up. Do I pull someone else in for one more fight with instead of keeping Edward around? I think maybe I will. I'm actually just going to bring in Tostig. And Tostig can have... Sure. this thing, whatever. And what's our best? Nimble. Okay, let's do this. It's fine. And we will do one more of these fights. Maybe even both? I guess I'm gonna do this one down here because it's not in the swamp. Doing it in the swamp doesn't sound so fun. Get there right around nightfall. And yeah, the bros are largely in pretty good shape. Wait for them all to move. And then might just leave him there where he's in cover. We'll equip the Goblin trophy. But it's fine. Save that dog. Maybe I'm not gonna save that dog. Poor Tostig hasn't had much to do in many of these fights. Dog's safe. No. Why didn't I say anything? Oh my god. Pick up this guy's attack. Just nailed 2 straight attacks on the tank. What a check. No famed items. Not from that one. We're now at negative 50 tools. Okay, I guess it's time to go back, huh? To the south? Do we go through here just to uncover more camps? To Rothstadt? Kennel is at Hemmelsberg. We go south here versus east to Hemmelstadt to Rothstadt. I don't really know which of those would be more efficient. We did already visit Al-Hazif recently, but I bet by the time we get there the inventory will have refreshed. Seven unholds again, huh? They're scared of us now. Do we chase these unholds down? Man, that's annoying. I really want their stuff, but everyone's a little bit dinged up. I mean, I feel like we can beat 7 unholds even with the team being dinged up. Just like stuck in hell here. No tools hell, which I put myself in, by the way. 100% put myself in. Okay. Yeah, after fighting these unholds, which we are going to fight, too bad I'm not using Edward. I think I'll keep him out. 67 hit points is a bit lower than I want. But let's chase him down. It's worth it. Ancient Spire. Too bad we're fighting him in the hills. I'd rather just fight them on flat ground, I guess. We can also move back to flat ground. Maybe we'll do that. we'll go back here, and this is where we'll make our stand. Could even go further up to fight them out here. Just don't feel like fighting them with weird terrain, making it more complicated. So basically, I think pretty much fine with this unhold charge again. We should be able to kill it very quickly. So I'll just pass, I suppose. Stay on Tustig. We'll move our tank forward to tempt as many of them as possible. Could even move Libun forward. I think I'll move Libun to like here. And the thrower I want to be extra careful with. He does have nimble now, so maybe he's pretty safe. I'm gonna put him like, just gonna leave him there for now. I think the tank's just gonna go like right here in the middle. Let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, this is pretty good. So, do I step Engelbert in? And Mace? I think I will. And I suppose we could work on this on hold. Lustig is... Look at that. Can't see through there. Just wait. And I think I'll throw out this one. Wait on him. Wait on Geralt. Oh, he doesn't have enough fatigue to attack? That's the point. Keep focusing this one down there. we step him in? I don't think so. I guess that is a downside of being this close to the edge of the map, huh? I did think about that as a possibility. That they might get reduced to fleeing just from getting knocked over. It's so funny. Also, we're switching targets, which isn't really what you want to do. Alright, that was good at least. Wait on some people who can't really get the most productive attacks in yet. Bam. Gerhard loved that. Alright, Geralt's ready to step in. Actually, he's ready to start making attacks. Did I just not end Dom on Goswin? I think that did happen. Take all the crafting materials. And now I'm happy we're going back to the taxidermy city at least. It's gonna take a while to get there. Kind of wasted a lot of time on this trip. Okay, and this is the undead crisis that just triggered. Bannerman got a broken nose somehow. Deliver to Vizier of War and Dahab. Actually, I think we are going to be doing that. Dahab is the arena city, yeah. So we can accept the contract, funnily enough. Sell loot. Should be good prices. Good enough anyway. Very similar to last time. and buy other tools. Rice, we don't necessarily need. Maybe I'll buy it because it's more long-lasting than the stupid strange meat. Don't need any more nets. Ah! A falcon. Into that. And I think Tostic can come back out now. Edward should be able to come back in. He doesn't need that cleaver. Alright, everything's still being repaired. Geralt got another level up. Take Resolve. Fatigue Neutral God. Take Battleforged, I guess. And yeah, mark stuff for repair. Let's see. Kind of wonder if I should be giving him like just a knife and then have both of these shields. Start with this one out. Anyway. Recover that on his own. We got some new potions for sale. Lionheart will take Potion of Knowledge, pretty tempting, honestly. To put that on Roger or the tank. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe. It's a lot of money to pay for that effect. You have a lot of money. Bunch of anatomists here randomly. Kind of weird. And here's a famed armor, which actually we probably wouldn't have bought anyway because it rolled pretty low. Buy bone plating. Keep those heavy war dog armors around. I guess we're gonna swing through. We're gonna use up most of those tools just repairing stuff. We'll probably swing through Hemmelsburg to hit up that kennel. Might do one or both of the Necrosavant fights on the way. I can almost guarantee that the fight is many Necrosavants. Which isn't, like, that bad. Honestly, at this point. Shouldn't be too bad. We have enough Forge Bros. I guess the thing is, Tostic and Roger would be in a bit of danger. We could just slap shields on them. Keep them a bit safer. And of course we could pull out some of the bros in the back. Put those in the fight too. I think it's worth diverting and doing the fight. This one is in a more obnoxious location. So many Necrosavants. We put the tankiest bros on the outside of the formation. We squish everyone in. We pretty happy with those weapons. Spear Bros get flails to pierce through 9 lives, which is pretty handy in these fights. Eldric's fine doing what he's currently doing. Kind of interested in giving pikes instead of long axes for this fight, since they do have pretty high defense. What is going on with these guys' inventories? Also need to remember that we have to level up Shuyab at some point. And we should remember that dropping dogs in this fight is not a smart thing to do. Okay, so question is, do we pull out, like, Geralt's probably okay. Do we pull out Tostig and we pull out Roger for this fight? I think it's probably smart to do that and put in, like, other Tostig. And maybe just Garrow. A bunch of, like, super duper durable, reliable brothers. That's not going to be especially useful for him. He needs a weapon for close quarters, though, obviously. Okay. Yeah, this should be totally fine, I think. Do some last armor swaps. And don't need these shields on anyone. Actually, the kite shield at this point we can just straight up get rid of. It's just unnecessary to hold on to that now. So this is the formation that we would use, I think. And yeah, looks pretty good to me. 280 armor is almost fixed up. It's gonna be better for someone. Yep. And that's actually a pretty good item for someone to wear too. Wish this hide and bone armor were fixed up. We could put on this on the tank. Something like that on someone else as well. Maybe on Tostig to keep him alive. And I think that's probably all the prep we need to do. Everything else is totally fine. Alright, let's get it. Gonna be relying on these guys in the corners. 9 of them. Wonder if I should have brought nets. 9 does feel like a lot, doesn't it? So, let's see, game plan. I want to focus my fire on the ones that are next to the spear bros, both because I care about keeping them safe, and because they have the means to finish them off when they're close to death. So, I'm going to switch to the Ancient Pike. Attack there. Wait on Hyon. Not loving this start so far, I'll admit. Do I attack up here? It's an awful lot of misses so far. Plastic's got quick hands. Okay, we proc 9 lives on that one, which is kind of the thing that I was most concerned with. Work on procking on this one as well, if we can. Goswin's gonna indom. Oh, I should have pulled up a mace for him. That was really stupid. Okay. These ones are both at full health, by the way. Alright. Not so bad. So who are we worried about? No one super much so far. I guess Gerhard maybe? Let's see if we can take the pressure off him. And am I stepping guys out of formation? The thing is, as soon as Plastic steps out here, then they're going to jump him, so I think I'll step him right back in. And here I'll do a big bonk. Could do a couple of these. So that's going to trigger 9 lives on him next turn. We'll bonk this one. We didn't trigger 9 lives, which is too bad. Now we did. And if I move Raban up here, a little risky for him. I do want to get the kill on this Necrosavant. I'm kind of concerned about putting Raban in that much danger. I guess he's still at full health. I was hoping I might kill him with that. Alright, good. Well, do we even bother doing Indom? I might just attack this one twice. Would have loved to trigger 9 lives on him. And then for Gerhard, don't love all that. Okay, I'm glad that one teleported away. That was lucky. I'm going to try to entice them or push them away from him now by kind of putting more surround on them. Okay, nice. We'll see what we want to do with Ion. He's got the 3-headed flail, remember? Trigger 9 lives there. May... yeah, we do that. Feeling like we're in pretty good shape here. He's so evasive. But we have a lot of bros who are gonna put attacks on you, buddy. Okay. Didn't get shit. Do I? Ooh, the tank got a level up. Definitely gonna take the resolve for sure. 4 hit points versus 3 fatigue. Fatigue feels almost more valuable if we're gonna give him. His last 2 perks are gonna be what? Lone Wolf and Recover? We're not gonna give him Fortified Mind. I guess we give him the Undead Necklace, the Undead Trophy when we do Monolith. So Lone Wolf isn't really doing anything for us right now, so this level we take Recover. And he just skips Fortified Mind, which is kind of a bummer. That's sort of that's probably going to be his biggest vulnerability for doing Monolith. Lack of Recover. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take Recover now. Certainly level Resolve, and then do I take the 3 fatigue or do I take the 4 hit points? Kind of feels like him using his active skills more often is the most important thing. So I think I'll take the fatigue. Just being able to keep better uptime. As long as his armor is in good shape, which we accomplish by doing lots of indom, he should be fine. And now we'll cycle Tostig and Garo back out. Put these bros back in. Oh wait, or do I go do the other one? It's a little bit out of the way. It's like not that out of the way. They do have a good chance of dropping Fames. This one is really close to a city though. I think I won't do it. We also need like a crazy amount of tools now, probably. Surprisingly not as many as I would have expected. Okay, we'll repair everything. Assume the usual formation and make our way to Hemmelsburg. You know, if I hadn't... I'm annoyed that it didn't auto-pause. I would have busted that camp. I will bust that camp still. Just irritating that we lost some time there. Also, that's not the right guy in front. It's supposed to be leaving. Trying to fast forward now. Alright, let's move Liebwin in. Keybin is supposed to be in the front. Get back up there, buddy. Your country needs you. "15 brigands, lots of thugs, a few poachers, and a few marksmen, so it's another ranged fight. Just keep on getting into these fights. Where we sort of want to... This is a fight where we put Enderman in front. Offset these guys. And we pull out the better shields for this. Tank. We'll let them take their turns. Second turns, since we're slower. I need to give this guy a goblin pike. I keep forgetting. The ancient pikes I just put on specifically for that one fight. I am sort of fast forwarding a lot of these fights and not playing super careful, just to try to speed this phase of the game up a little bit. The grind through mostly easy fights is, you know, it's not necessarily the most fun part of the game. God, this resolve is so pitiful. It's really great. Duelists just killing him through their armor like it ain't there. Fine with leaving all that junk behind. Let's get to Hemmelsburg. We're on a contract right now. Do I buy metal pauldrons? It's kind of interesting. Sale price here, pretty good. Not unbelievably good. I think I'll sell the cheap stuff. But operate under the assumption that we might find more little fights as we head south towards the southern city-state, which will doubtlessly have a better sale price for us than this. Get rid of that. Yeah, we'll hold on to this other not super valuable stuff. Or, sorry, the more valuable stuff. We already bought all their tools. Probably gonna want quite a bit of this food. Just gonna buy all the bread. Don't need anything else. Check the bros already. We unfortunately had some doggy casualties. We'll buy some backups while we're here. Sure. And just toss those on some more bros. We'll probably have some dogs get lost when we do the library, unfortunately. That's kind of how the library works. Spear bro. And a swag level. Maybe I'll just take... Let's see, do I want resolve on him? I want more fatigue. Maybe I want more resolve. This guy's gonna be getting into his veteran levels before we even assign his perks, which is pretty annoying. But it just is the way it is, I guess. Right, so the metal pauldrons, I keep forgetting. Do we buy those and toss them on that guy? I think so. So I think we'll just pop them right on this armor, which is wonderfully light. He'll still have enough fatigue to do his thing. Excellent. And we just go straight south to Dahab. Still a little tempted by that necro camp, but I think this is the more responsible choice. We're gonna get there in the daytime? Maybe not. Would be really nice if we did. Oh yeah, we did. Is that 7 serpents the thing they think they can take us on? Keybinds to the northeast? I don't think so. Nomads at Red Sands Camp west of Dahab. A single unhold? Wow. Okay, so let's say we did stick around long enough to do 5 fights. I don't know how likely that actually is, but for the sake of argument, let's say we wanted to do that. We need to keep that favorited anymore. Let's say we wanted to do that for the sake of argument. We would do Goswin. Raban's already got Arena Fighter on him. Libwin's one of our kind of core fatigue neutrals. Hayan needs 4 fights to get his buff. So I think I'd bring him in. Bannerman's already got it. I'm not going to go for 12 on him. So who would the third brother be if we were trying to patch someone up? Someone with lower resolve than we like, I guess, is the idea. Libwin, his could be higher. We are putting him in pretty dangerous spots, and his is only 63. Plus, I like having him in the fight because he's so good. He's so good defensively. Gerhard, damage bro, not a fatigue neutral. Geralt, just because he's gonna be one of our best fatigue neutrals. So maybe that's a reason to put him in. Also, he has no talent star there. He has more levels to patch it than Libwin does. Libwin's already in his better levels, though. Libwin starts determined. He starts confident, sorry. So he actually has more like 69 resolve, reliably. Roger's fine. I think... Yes... Geralt is the one I'd want to bring in. And I suppose the other thing is this squad of 3 capable of doing all the fights? Because we do have... I guess between Goswin and Hyan, we should be pretty good on almost any kind of fight. So yeah, let's do this. And as far as armor goes, we'll obviously make some changes. Give him the Aegirok armor too, because why not? And obviously Living Tree Shield. And the other 2 can just have like long axes and poke at him from range. Like that. Oh, I should not have organized inventory. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, we should have plenty of damage, I think. We should be able to keep up with him. It'll be a little bit of a slog. Also should have given Goswin the Orc trophy now that I'm thinking about it. He has less initiative. Might be able to just attack him now. Damn. Okay. Libwin gets his fancy Aegirok armor back. Guess that. this. Okay. Where's that last dog go? There. Keybinds gets his E-Drop armor back. Hildrick gets the fancy wolf mask. And we fight these serpents, I guess, because they're following us around. Is it okay to bring Roger into a fight with serpents? Could just have him hang back. Could also give him a pocket shield. I guess we don't have any Separ shields left, right? I suppose Kinnerbird has one. I feel like we should have enough damage to kill the serpents in time, that it's not a problem. And I have to remember to level those bros up to 2. The book nerd and the monk, just for bags and belts. Keep forgetting. So yeah, we're just gonna run up and get in their face right away. Grab some dogs. Alright, so probably just stay all the way back here on the thrower. Walter can get in their face. Liebwin is totally safe to send forward. Roger might just leave him here for one turn, actually. Tank goes all the way down here. Engelbert. Goes down there. Geralt. Why do I have him with the long axe instead of the pike? Well, whatever. I'll put him all the way down there. Gerhard moves around. Actually, just gonna move back on the Bannerman. Same thing with Edward. Might move down here with Hyon. And Raban's gonna chill for now. Okay. This serpent is like invisible, but there is a serpent there. I have to remember that. Kill the ones that are surrounding Engelbert, preferably. Should have decapitated it? Come on, let's be a little more... Yeah, that's a serpent. I'm gonna move Tostig down here. Kind of still scared. Put him there. Dang. Invisible serpent. Try to get the kill on one of the newer bros. Okay. Oh, also, what was the sale price like here? It's pretty good. Pretty good. We can sell the hauberk now. Sell the mushrooms. We don't really need those. Do I want to keep this two-handed flail around for like League 1 to use against Ancient Dead? Guess I do. Do I sell this Mansplitter now? We kind of know that no one's going to use it. Nice level up on our thrower. He's not really working out as a melee, like a hybrid though. I'll say that. This level up, we gotta take quick hands, I think. So in order to take this bro into the library, we need Pathfinder on him, for sure. We would not want to take him in there without Pathfinder, but I think in the short term, quick hands is more important. So we're going to need to at least level him up to get Pathfinder before we get into the library. And then we can sell this other stuff. Quite a lot of money. And suddenly we have 30,000 crowns. Okay. And food, we're doing fine, pretty much. About one more sack of rice. Expensive ammo. Take a look at the bros real quick. This one comes with famed armor, effectively. Tall and a smoke pot? I might just buy him for the armor, actually. And here we have a one-handed hammer that min-rolled damage and has weapon skills build up -3 less fatigue. Interesting. Is this the kind of thing we want to put on Gerhard? I'm a little bit concerned about how fatigue heavy it's going to be, but I suppose it has -3 less fatigue. It's a bummer that it min-rolled so hard. What's a normal look like? Let's see. The normal one has 30 to 40 with 50 and 225. So this is like 15% better. Obviously very strong against something like an Orc Warrior. How much did the skills cost? It's still... Hold on a sec. So... With Mastery, the regular attack on the hammer costs 11, and Destroyer Armor costs 19. So we'd be looking at 8 and 16 for those two different things. So doing 8 damage, or sorry, 8 fatigue per swing actually does kind of make it almost fatigue neutral on him. And if we chugged a second wind potion, then it would be fatigue neutral. If he's double gripping it, it's gonna be pretty good. With Duelist, it's gonna just chunk right through their armor. It's pretty interesting. I may actually have to like pause tonight, call it here, and think about that a little bit. Definitely buying these potions. That potion, we want the initiative. Flash pot that assassin came with. I really want that assassin's gear. Actually, I kind of wish I'd kept one of the unhold bone platings back to use on this, something like this. I just want to pay 4,500 to get that incredibly great armor. I think I probably will. We have so much money. But that hammer is really what's kind of throwing me for a loop. I already looked at everything here. Why am I looking? Alright, we're gonna hire this guy. Hopefully he's not too good, because then I'll be in another quandary. Yeah, look at that wonderful gear. And he is pretty good, but he's not... We don't need to worry about leveling him up. He would be a good Catal bro. We do have 3 maces on the team. I mean, he'd be good for it. I'm probably not supposed to keep him. I'm just distracted by all the shiny bros. It's day, like, what is it, day 83 or something? It's day 85. He only costs 25 crowns a day to keep around. Just an excellent brother. We could totally wield this Catal pretty effectively. He's certainly a lot better than Tostig and Garrow, right? His top end will be better. Well, I don't know. Garrow's actually pretty good. Didn't really want to be hit with this quandary, I'll admit. Funnily enough, I don't know if this armor is actually better for us right now, but once we pop an attachment on it, it certainly will be. These added leathers with bone plating are also quite strong. And getting this hyena attachment on Uldric is pretty good value because he has dodge. but we'll definitely be using this by the end of the campaign on someone. Maybe Roger, for example. He'll get it. Our sensor bro. Oh boy, so yeah, the Forged Duelist. We could take Hammer Mastery, could take Brawny, and like Killing Frenzy. Fearsome's pretty good with Hammer because it always does damage through the armor. I believe that's like the special ability. Inflicts at least 10 hit points damage. Okay, alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here for tonight. And consider what to do. Whether we keep this bro around, just again as like a backup bro. In case we have a disaster where a bunch of these guys die, we could just start training him up as a Catal bro right away. We're planning to fight Library fairly soon. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna sleep on that. This one's gonna be a big bet now, I think. Going up there. A little tempted by this one. Red Sands Camp, so it's gonna be somewhere in here, and that gives us time to go bust the camp, come back, do another arena fight. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna call it here for tonight. It's already very late. I should have stopped hours ago. And I'll think about that hammer. It might be the right call buying it for Gerhard. I don't know.